Hey crafty friends, it is Susan with Susie Simply Handmade, and I have the cutest little scarecrow craft for you guys today. I'm using a little scarecrow that came from Dollar Tree. I've added a little raffia bow on his hat. He didn't have anything on his hat and it was just kind of plain, so I added a little raffia bow there. And we are going to make him a little body using a styrofoam ball, some fabric that matches the colors in his hat, and then we're going to make him a little bow tie. We're going to make him really sweet. So we're going to have to remove this stick. We're going to heat this up, remove his head. If we can get it out of there. Oh yeah. Ooh, hot. Hot, hot. Okay, got it. Now, we'll need that stick here in just a little bit, but first we are going to get his body ready. So we're gonna, these are just foam balls from the dollar store. There's 6 of them in here, and it does not tell me what size they are. I'm assuming they're about a 2-inch, I think. Let me see if I can tell you what size they are. Yeah, they're about a 2-inch styrofoam ball. I probably could have gone with a 3-inch, but this is all that they had, so this is what we're going with. So this is going to be his little body, and we're going to cover that with this fabric that matches. So we're going to, I just guesstimated on the size of this, and I'm going to bring it up and secure it with a little rubber band. I just have some little miniature rubber bands here, and I'm just going to secure this with a rubber band at the top. Try to bring the corners up together. That should do it. There we go. That'll work. Now I'm going to secure that with a rubber band, but now I need to be able to get back down in that center so I can put the stem back in there, his little stand. So just get his little body ready like that, and then we're going to just open this up. I'm going to leave the top of it. I want to put this stick back in there. Now, if you want to, you can bring the stick through the styrofoam ball and out the bottom of this so that you can still leave him on a stick, so that you could put him in a plant or something like that. We're just going to press down and make it flat. Let's just do that. We're just going to press it down, make it flat, so that he will sit up just like that. Now we're going to take that stick, and I just need a little short piece of it to go down in the body, and then we'll need it to go back up in his head to hold him together. So we're going to push this down in through the center of the fabric here into the styrofoam. Just like that, and then we will cut it off to where it's just enough for his head to sit on. Okay, so let me get my cutters here. I'll leave just a little bit of that stick for his head. Oh, don't push it through the bottom. Let's get it where we want it for the front. And then I'm just going to fix the material here around his neck. Once you get his body all glued on and get the fabric trimmed down around his little neck, then the next thing that you're going to want to do is make him a little bow tie. So I'm going to take this strip of homespun fabric here that I have, and I'm going to just make it on the front of him. I'm not going to wrap it around his neck. So I'm going to make me a little bow tie. I'm going to make a loop, make another loop, and then this excess part I'm going to bring around the front and kind of crinkle this up and pull that tight. We're going to bring it around, and we're going to use that as like the center of our bow tie. Nice and neat and flat. And then we will glue it on the back once we get it to look how we want it to. Okay, I'm going to trim that off. I'm going to cut or glue it once I cut that. make him a little bow tie here. Ouch. And that's just a really simple way to do it. Or you can make 2 loops, bring your ends in, make your loop, and then cut an extra piece for your center, but I just wrap it around because it's just quick and simple like that. So there is him, just a sweet little bow tie that we're gonna put on the front. Just like that, just a little bow tie. We're gonna put right on here. It's a little big, but it's okay. It's kind of cute, it's sweet. Bring that excess fabric down, kind of tuck it behind there. Put that on there on his little neck. And when I got him, I had to add a little bit of extra raffia back here on the back of him because there wasn't even enough raffia to like cover the styrofoam piece that his head's made out of. So I had to fix that as well. So I did that before the live. I went ahead and added some extra hair. His face and everything was already done. So you can pick these up different little places. Like I say, you can get them at the Dollar Tree, little picks. I think you can get them at some Dollar General stores, maybe Family Dollar if you have a Family Dollar. But he's turning out super cute. And he can just go in amongst your little pumpkins and things. I need to flatten him out a little bit better. And he probably needs a little bit of weight put in him, but he will sit up. So now I think I'm just going to add maybe a little button to him, maybe to his little bow tie, and then we're going to put some little raffia coming out the top of his hat. We're just going to add some extra little details here just to sweeten him up a little bit and make him unique and one of a kind. But this is just a very quick way to repurpose one of those little scarecrows you get on a stick and make it look a little more, you know, high-end, not quite as inexpensive as they look when they come from the store, because like I say, he came pretty sparse with his hair and everything. He needed a little extra something added to him. I added the little raffia bow on top, added the fabric, the bow tie, the little button that matches everything, and then we're going to do just a little bit of, I'm going to tuck his hat in up here at the top, and I am going to just go right in that little tucked in part and put some raffia poking out. So I'm just going to tuck it in just like that. And then I'm going to get some raffia. And I'm just going to cut a couple little pieces here. Get my cords out of the way. Get my scissors here. And we'll just add just a little bit kind of poking out of the top of his little hat. Make it pretty short. And then we'll just kind of glue it right down in there. So you can add all kinds of little elements to yours. You could make some little faux arms if you wanted to and put on here. And the way you could do that is just roll up a piece of fabric, put it on there, and then put some raffia coming out the ends of it. That would be a cute way to do it. Right, and then once you get your little hat the way that you want it, he is completed. Now you could add a little hanger on this if you wanted to. On the back of him, you can hang him somewhere. You could put him in a little dough bowl with some pumpkins, and make a little vignette and just set him with them. Isn't that really sweet? You can just put him with a couple, and you know what? You could use the bottom of one of these pumpkins to put his head on as well. If you didn't want to make a bottom, you could take a little, you can buy a little pumpkin. These are so cute. I got these at the dollar store today. You could buy a little round pumpkin and use that as his base, whatever you want to, but I think that this is just a super sweet idea to repurpose one of those little picks. I wasn't sure where I was going to use him at, but like I said, if you want to leave the pick come out the bottom, you can poke a hole in your fabric, leave the pick come out the bottom, and definitely still put him in a plant or use him in a flower bouquet, a little fall floral bunch grouping, whatever. So he'd be super sweet to adorn your dinner table. You could give him a little place card to hold for your dinner table too. Like, there are so many ideas you could do with him, but I love him. I think he's super sweet. I hope you enjoyed this project and this fun little idea. Let me know if you're going to make one. Tell me what you think about this. Be sure and jingle this out, share it out to the world so they can see this little idea too. and maybe it'll inspire someone to make their own. Let me know how else you would use these in your fall or Halloween or Thanksgiving decor. Hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye, everyone.